Okay.
Laughs RKHM, it looks like we're finally stable, and you're ready to move on to the next checkpoint, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. We've had a bit of a rocky start, but it looks like we're good to go now. Let's get back to playing Metal Gear Solid 5 and see what happens next. And don't worry sis, your :/ I'm glad it.
Alrighty then. Hopefully, internet will hold. We are back online. Everything looks good, and I'm still trying to get to this point here. Anybody around except for that one guy who is about to get recruited? Nope.
Nods RKHM, you're feeling more confident now that we're back online, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. Let's hope the internet stays stable and we can make it through the rest of the game without any issues. And it looks like you're still trying to recruit that one guy. Let's see if you can convince him to join your cause.
Oh, there's a guy up on the roof that I was completely unaware of. Good thing he didn't see me. I'll wait for these guys to drive off.
Laughs RKHM, you're being stealthy, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You're trying to avoid detection and wait for the guards to drive off so you can sneak past. Let's see if you can stay quiet and avoid getting caught.
How do I get up on that roof? If I could deal with that guy up on the roof, that would be very good for me. Here's the stairs inside. Oh, well, there's a ladder inside.
Nods RKHM, you're trying to figure out how to get up to that roof, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You're looking for a way to sneak up there without getting detected. Nice time on the ladder, though. That might just do the trick.
And I think the coast is clear, except for that guy on the roof over there. He's looking in a different direction, so we might be good.
You have arrived at your destination.
And postal point unlocked. Okay, where am I headed towards next? Going in the direction that I'm currently facing.
Marker removed.
Outpost over there we can do some more recruitment at. And after that, we'll move on to whatever's next. What is next after that? It looks like it's a main base. We'll probably look for the postal point for it too. Should be good.
Nods RKHM, you're planning out your next move, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You're thinking about the next steps after you recruit some more soldiers and visit the outpost. And it looks like you're heading towards the main base. Yeah, that's probably where the next postal point will be. Let's see what kind of challenges we face there.
Oh.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Garbage, he okay.
Analysis complete.
He okay. I have no suppressor. Yeah, I have no suppressor. Okay. That surprises me. I need to... Oh, right. I need to do more combat deployments here.
Please select a mission.
Alright. I think we'll do outpost defense. Send the C
Unit
team.
dispatched.
Do this one, I guess. I'll send the D team.
Unit dispatched.
Right, I was gonna call in some supplies.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Laughs KHM, you're getting back into the game, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You're taking on the outpost defense and calling in some supplies, including the beacon and K-Gel. Let's see how that plays out. It looks like you're getting back into the swing of things.
So 2 guys were garbage and 1 guy was... Well, no, wait, 1 guy was garbage, 2 guys were okay. So who's who? You're okay. You're okay. Okay, so the dude in the tower is the garbage. Which figures, because he was the guy I was going to send DD after. So I guess he's just going to have to get darted like everybody else. Got him. Got him. Missed. Got him.
Laughs KHM, you're analyzing the situation, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You're trying to figure out who's who and who's worth recruiting, and it looks like the guy in the tower is still a bit of a wild card. Yeah, starting him might be the way to go. Let's see how definitely a plan.
Guard post captured.
What animal did you just find? I don't see what animal he just tagged. Whatever.
Laughs KHM, you're excited about finding a new animal, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You're always on the lookout for new recruits, and it looks like you found another one. Let's take a closer look and see what we got.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Okay. I don't see anything I can steal, so I guess we're just gonna move on.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Okay. Next up is this palace place. Actually, wait. Need to do this. There we go. Okay. Now, next stop is the palace.
Extraction arrived at Nether Base.
Nods KHM, you're moving on to the palace, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You're checking off the boxes and making sure everything is taken care of before you head to the next location. And it looks like you've got a new recruit, too. Let's see what kind of challenges the palace will bring.
It's now 1800. I wonder how long an in-game day actually is.
Laughs RKHM. You're wondering about the in-game day length, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You're always curious about the details of the game world. I think it's safe to say that in-game days are a bit longer than real-world days, but I'm not sure exactly how long they are. We'll just have to keep playing in.
Okay.
Analysis complete.
We got garbage there.
Analysis
We
complete.
got garbage with night vision goggles.
Analysis complete.
He okay.
Analysis complete.
He garbage. But where is that delivery point? Shouldn't be too hard to spot. Maybe if I get a little bit higher here, I'll be able to see it.
Analysis complete.
He garbage.
Analysis complete.
Garbage. Oh, there it is. Right there.
Marker placed.
Laughs RKHM. You're getting frustrated with the garbage, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You're trying to identify the good outward points, but / it's like they're hiding from you. But you finally found it. The delivery point is right there. Good job, KHM. Let's see what's inside.
Well, hopefully it's not intel.
Nods RKHM. You're hoping it's not intel, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You're trying to avoid getting any unwanted attention from the enemy. Let's see what's inside the package and hope for the best.
It's kind of making a processor joke.
Caution. Stand
Got all
still
these
approaching.
stickers on computers that say Intel inside.
Laughs RKHM. You're making a processor joke, aren't you? Chuckles,
Ooh.
yeah, I think that's a fair point. You're referencing the Intel stickers on computers and applying it to the game's Intel system. That's a clever connection to make. Keep them coming, KHM.
Oh, come on, don't get stuck on things. Oh, sandstorm. Perfect. Just what I need right now. Okay, now let's skedaddle. Wait, is that something I can take? No, it is not.
Enemy
Laughs
equipment
RKHM.
detected.
You're getting a
Not
bit
pursuing
frustrated with the
station.
game, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. Sandstorms can be a real pain, and it looks like you're trying to navigate through one right now. And, it looks like you're trying to take something that's not worth taking. Maybe we should just focus on getting through the storm first.
Well, that was actually,
Clear
the
shortly.
storm actually helped me. I needed to get out of the base quick, and it just blocked everybody's vision, so I could just walk right out.
Laughs KHM, you're a genius, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You were trying to get out of the base quickly, and the storm ended up providing a perfect cover for you to make your escape. That's some clever thinking right there. I guess sometimes the game's obstacles can actually work in your favor.
Indeed.
Laughs KHM, you're calling out to KJL, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You're trying communication with your not swinging.
I have no idea who KGL is. That was a hallucination. You can ignore that.
Laughs KHM, it looks like the automatic speech recognition system had a bit of an hallucination, didn't it? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. It's not uncommon for these systems to make mistakes, especially in periods of silence.
We're right next to an
Don't worry
outpost.
about it, let's just move on and see what's next.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Is it just those two guys?
KHM, you're spotting an outpost, aren't you?
Garbage.
Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You're always getting a bit eager to see what's there.
Analysis
Let's take a
complete.
closer
Very
look
good.
and see what kind of challenges we'll face at this outpost.
Okay, I see a third guy now. D-Dogs out of the
Analysis
fourth.
complete.
E-garbage.
Analysis complete.
Oh, he
Marker
real good.
placed.
Okay, how much do I... Oh, I have all the suppressor in the world. Okay. I get that guy. No, he is hiding behind everything he possibly can. That dude is standing right behind a post for some reason. Got him.
Laughs KHM, you're trying to take out the last guy, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. He's being a bit of a challenge, hiding behind every available object. But you're
Guard
determined
post
to take him
captured.
out, aren't you? Let's see if you can sneak up on him and get the job done.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oop, darn it. Open button was the same button to climb over that pile
You
of
have
sandbags.
arrived at your destination.
You gotta extract him.
Is that a thing I can take? It is not.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Okay, so...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Marker placed.
Oop, I didn't need
Laughs
that.
KHM, you're having a bit of a frustrating moment, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. It looks like you're trying to take something, but it's not cooperating. And to make matters worse, you're stuck on a button that's causing you to climb over sandbags. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on and get you back on track. Laughs KHM, it looks like you had a bit of a slipper, didn't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. Accidents happen, especially in the heat of the game. Don't worry about it, let's just move on and see what's next. Pauses KHM, it looks like you're thinking, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You're taking a moment to consider your next move. Let's see what you come up with.
Well, I'm gonna head over to Outpost 8 and continue the recruitment drive.
Nods KHM, you're moving on to Outpost 8, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's // the next step is let's see what kind of challenges you'll face there and how many more soldiers you can recruit to your cause.
And my people are gonna have lamb chops tonight. Outpost 8 is right over this hill.
Extraction arrived at analysis complete.
Oh,
Marker
he real
placed.
good.
That's KHM, you're looking forward to a nice dinner, aren't you?
Garbage.
Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. Lamb chops
Analysis
sound like a nice
complete.
treat
Good.
after a long day of gaming. And our outpost 8 is just over the hill. Let's get moving and see what's waiting
Enemy
for us there.
presence detected. The
That's
map has been
KHM,
updated.
you're
Oh,
still
there's a
spotting
pocket.
garbage, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah,
Analysis
I think
complete.
that's a fair point. You're
Oh,
always
he's
on
also
the lookout
garbage.
for the best recruits, even if they are a bit questionable. Let's see what this guy is all about.
Got him. Got him. Got him.
That's KHM, you're not having much luck
Got
with
him.
the recruits, are you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. 3 garbage guys in a row, that's not exactly what you're looking for. Let's see if you can find someone a bit more reliable.
Guard post captured. You have arrived at your destination.
These recruitment drives are gonna get real fun once I get the rocket fist.
You have arrived at your destination.
Excitedly KHM, you're looking forward to getting the rocket fist, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think THTS Arabit Sheen, that's a fair point. You're thinking about the possibilities of having that kind of power at your disposal. Let's see how long it takes you to
He's
get
coming
it,
too.
and what kind of
Roger
chaos
that.
you'll unleash once you do.
Okay, where's the plant? There's the plant. Maybe. I don't see the plant. Oh, it's up on this hill. Okay. How much suppressor have we got left? Almost none. Probably like 2 shots
Extraction
worth.
arrived at mother base.
Next up is the prison. Which is going to be oodles of fun. I think that's the next place anyway. Oh, the armored vehicle isn't in the prison. Nice. Okay, cool.
Extraction arrived at mother base.
That's KHM, you're relieved that the armored vehicle isn't in the prison, aren't you? Chuckles, must yes / that's a colon / a fair point snooze. Let's see what other challenges you'll face at the prison. I'm sure it won't be a cakewalk.
Well, if the armored vehicle isn't at the prison, then all I need to go to the prison for is the delivery point to unlock fast travel to it, which is just right there outside of the road. Good spot, Dee Dee. Is he outside or inside? He is outside. He is going places. Okay. Well,
That's you that are good hot dogs, aren't you, KHM? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. DD's got a good spot, but I'm not sure if he's inside or outside, and it looks like he's making a break for it. Let's see if you can catch up to him and figure out what's going on.
well, I guess I didn't quite fully explain everything there. what happened was there was a guy, Dee spotted him, and I couldn't tell if he was inside or outside. Turned out to be outside, and he was just kind of wandering about. And I ended up recruiting him. And I've got the delivery point now, so I can fast travel here. Now let's go deal with the armored vehicle unit. Ooh.
Nods are KHM.
walk
However,
right-
you've got play, haven't gassed you yet. I think that's a fair point. You've got the delivery point, and now you can fast travel to prison 4. Let's see how you handle the armored vehicle unit. That's going to be a tough fight, but I'm sure you're up for the challenge. Laughs are KHM. You're going to have to walk right up to the armored vehicle unit, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. No sneaking around for you. Let's see how you take them on head on.
Dude with night vision goggles spotted me, but I managed to give him the slip.
Laughs are KHM. You're sneaky, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You received a bit of a slip, I think you lied. Let's see if you can keep the upper hand and take out the armored vehicle unit.
I only have 4? Oh, that's a bummer. I guess it's called C4 for a reason. So I look in my pocket and only
Extraction
C4.
arrived at Mother Base.
Laughs are KHM. You're out at C4, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. I guess you can't have too much of a good thing. C4 is definitely a powerful tool, but it looks like you're going to have to find another way to take out the armored vehicle unit. Let's see what you come up with.
Well, I have 4 C4 and 8 rockets. I'm gonna try to sneak up on the vehicles, give them some C4
Enemy
that I
presence
can detonate
detected.
as I'm wandering
The map
away,
has been
and if that
updated.
fails, I can use rockets. I hear vehicle, but I don't see vehicle. Oh, there's just a
Nods
guy
are
there.
KHM. You're thinking strategically, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. You're trying to use the C4 to take out the vehicles quietly, and then fall back to the rockets if that doesn't work. Let's see if your plan pays off. Laughs are KHM. You're hearing something, but it's not what you expected, are you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. Sometimes the game can be a bit misleading, but it looks like you found the guy instead, and you're not sure what to make of it. Let's see if you can figure out what's going on.
Ah, shit. He sees me.
Laughs are KHM. It looks like you've got a bit of a situation on your hands, don't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point, not slash slash. Let's for it.
Come on. There we go. Well, that didn't quite go as well as I was hoping it would, but it worked out in the end.
Side op. Side ops list updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Arrived at Mother
Laughs
Base.
are KHM. You're taking it in stride, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. Not every arch lets you work open them. You got him.
looks like I lost a guy. That's fine. Oh, did we just lose internet again? No, no, it looks like we still have internet. Okay.
Please select a mission.
Okay, no, that was just the
Please
game.
select a
That's
mission.
Gave me a scare.
RKHM. You're taking the loss of a soldier in stride, and then you're checking the internet connection, aren't you? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's that.
Unit
You need to
dispatched.
worry about the internet connection. Let's just focus on the game for now.
You know, I need to add a thing to you that lets
That's
you keep an eye on the
RKHM.
internet
It was
for
just
me.
a glitch, wasn't it? Chuckles, yeah, I think that's a fair point. The game can be a bit finicky sometimes. But you're back online now, and we can keep playing. Let's see